classrooms in your community.
As you can see, we have left the studio this morning, and actually we are up at Signal Mountain at Ascension Village, Ascension Living Ascension Village, not talking so much about life here, but about how they can help you in your own home. We're talking about the PACE program that's part of Ascension Living. This is Libba Llewellyn, Ben Hoagland, who are occupational therapists. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thanks for having us.
So, I think sometimes, probably falsely, that I know everything there is to know about what takes place under the Ascension Living umbrella, because I talk with folks from the organization just about every month. But the PACE program, Libba, is one that not a lot of people really realize is there for them to use. How does it work?
It is quite a unique program. We're the only program in Tennessee, and it's a nursing home alternative program. And when I got hired on, I was like, this is the best kept secret in Chattanooga, which we don't want it to be a secret. You have to be 55 or older to get in the program and be nursing home eligible.
Okay.
And so that can mean you can have some cognitive deficits and need some assistance, or you can have physical deficits and be totally with it cognitively.
So we had been talking a little bit before we went on camera, and Ben, I think one thing y'all have been stressing to me was that so often people live kind of, quote, dealing with something on their own because they don't want to leave the comfort of their home, not even realizing for years that y'all are there to benefit them.
Correct. So what we see a lot of times is people have struggled to make it. They've had some physical or cognitive deficit or combination of the two, and their family and their friends have just been piecing it together to try to help them safely stay in their home as best as possible, and they haven't known about the resources available. So usually by the time people make it to us, they really need the help. They really are looking for something, and so what PACE can do is we can really come in and surround and support them and try to help the family and friends that are already involved keep somebody safe and keep them living at home. Our goal is to help people age in place and really thrive and be able to do the things they need to do in their home without going somewhere else.
Let's talk about the occupational therapy side of it, because I think y'all were giving me a bit of an education that once you're part of PACE, it's really all of your life that's being supported, because you'll take people places, right? You help with medications, all of the balance of life.
PACE is for the program from all-inclusive care for the elderly. And once someone's in our program, they all their medical needs are met through our program. We are their insurance. Okay. And so we have a pharmacy, we have a clinic that they can see, we have a daycare center, we have transportation that can go pick them up and take them to doctor's appointments or bring them into our center for daycare, okay, where we do provide meals while they're there, and then bring them home afterwards when their family might be back home after working all day.
Okay, so let's just say it's an example of somebody suffering, let's say it's an Alzheimer's diagnosis, where they want their loved one to stay living with them, but they've got to go to work. Mm-hmm. They could utilize the PACE program. The Alzheimer's patient can come with you by day and then back home for the evening.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned, Ben, about the people wanting to stay living at home, and that sounds great, but let's talk about what it is to be an occupational therapist, because that's really in your wheelhouse of helping them strengthen their abilities to do those home activities.
Exactly. So we are trying to adapt and improve. So we will go to everybody's home when they join the program, and we will make recommendations for safety adaptations to try to keep them safely functioning in their home. And then we will also provide therapy services to improve their abilities to do that. Okay. So the biggest things we're looking at is safety in the shower, safety getting in and out of bed, safety getting in and out of the house, and how can we help and assist with those things. And Libba and I do that in conjunction with our physical therapy team as well.
For some people, they want to be independent, but they're no longer in their home. They might be living in another senior living community around the area, not necessarily Alexian, and that's okay. They can utilize you too.
We have many of our participants that do live in independent living facilities, and they can qualify for PACE too.
When you say once somebody is a part of the program, can you talk to me a little bit about what that looks like from a financial perspective? Not to get too in the weeds with it, but I know that Medicare and Medicaid are kind of part of this. So does that coverage help pay for this?
Yeah, it's a Medicare and Medicaid funded program, And so once they're in our program,
That's
they're
it.
in. They're in, yes. Some people are private pay,
Okay.
but that's few and far between.
Okay. So if people are watching and they're thinking, gosh, I wish I had known about this 6 months ago. I know they can reach you and we'll show them that information, but will you go first to their home and do an assessment there? How does that work?
Our intake crew does go out to the home and see them and gets information to see if they qualify, and then they come in for an initial evaluation from us, and then if they get in the program, then we're all in. We go out to the home, just like Ben said, to do safety assessments. Nursing goes out. I mean, we're really involved in their care.
Something else you mentioned, really involved in their care. I was going to say this, that you pointed out, Ben, how much y'all become like family, and your patients, if you will, become like family to you as well. Y'all know each other intimately.
Yes, we're involved in the day in, day out lives of our participants, and some of them have been with us for years, and so you really get to know these people. They know my kids, they ask about my family all the time, we're asking about them and checking in, and we even are communicating with their involved family members on a regular basis.
Which is great, because especially if the family is not in town, for them to be able to have somebody else's eyes on the parent or grandparent they love means everything. You do have to live in Hamilton County to be a part of this, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let me show you then how you can reach out. Did you even know this was here for you to take advantage of? Now you do. It's the PACE program, all part of the Ascension Living family. Their contact information there on your screen. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Cartwright